This will be the absolute best story you hear all day today. Check it out.
Bro, you're never gonna guess what my son did this morning and what God did this morning. Literally yesterday afternoon, my son got a plastic bag and filled it with a bunch of his favorite animal toys, his favorite predators. And he said, I want to give this to my friend, Yohanan. And I was like, okay, those were, pricey. But in my mind, I said that and I was like, okay, yeah, we can talk to his mom. Maybe we can give that. He's like, I want to mail it. And I was like, well, we're not going to mail it, but we can definitely give it to him. And so this morning, he remembered right before he left the house that he wanted to give his bag of toys to Yohanan. And I said, okay. So I sent his mom a message and I said, Rain wants to give your son, a bunch of these toys. And she was like, oh, that's so sweet. And I said, I told him that he has to wait to see you guys at school to do that and not just to take it into class, whatever. So anyways, I see the mom when I'm pulling up and we talk briefly and she tells me, hang on, let me backtrack. I asked my son this morning, I said, what made you want to give all of those toys to Yohanan? It's pretty generous. It's like a lot of the predators of the animal kingdom toys that he has. And he said, God, just matter of fact, God. And I said, okay. And I'm like, I'm not going to stop the generosity of the Lord moving through my 4-year-old child. That's not going to happen. And so then I pull up to the mom and I say hi to her and she says, Jenny, you know what's so crazy? Is that we don't have a lot of toys and that 3 days ago, I prayed to the Lord for some toys for my kids. And my 4-year-old son was directed by God to give that child who he didn't know that about a bag of his favorite animal kingdom toys. Bro, tell me God's not real. Tell me God's not real. I will never believe that. Bro. God can speak to a 4-year-old, I'm telling you.